Question 191. Describe how you would handle a situation where a student is falling behind academically. When a student is falling behind academically, I first schedule a private meeting to discuss their challenges and identify underlying issues. I approach the conversation with empathy, encouraging them to share their concerns without fear of judgment. Based on our discussion, I may recommend additional resources, such as tutoring services or study groups. I also offer to modify assignments or provide extra credit opportunities to help them catch up. Regular follow-up meetings ensure they stay on track and feel supported. My goal is to create a nurturing environment where students feel empowered to seek help and overcome obstacles in their academic journey. Question 192. What techniques do you use to evaluate student projects in a technical curriculum? Evaluating student projects in a technical curriculum requires a structured approach. I utilize a rubric that outlines specific criteria, such as code quality, functionality, creativity, and adherence to project specifications. This ensures transparency and consistency in grading. Additionally, I incorporate peer evaluations, allowing students to provide constructive feedback on each other's work, fostering a collaborative learning environment. I also conduct project presentations where students can articulate their design choices and problem-solving processes, providing insight into their understanding. This multifaceted evaluation approach not only assesses technical skills, but also encourages critical thinking and effective communication. Question 193. How do you adapt your teaching style to accommodate different learning preferences in a community college classroom? Adapting my teaching style to accommodate different learning preferences involves recognizing that students learn in various ways. I employ a mix of instructional methods, such as lectures, hands-on activities, group discussions, and multimedia presentations, to engage auditory, visual, and kinesthetic learners. I also provide supplementary materials, such as videos and reading resources, catering to diverse learning styles. To encourage active participation, I incorporate collaborative projects that allow students to learn from one another. Regular feedback from students helps me refine my approach, ensuring that all learners feel valued and supported in their educational journey. Question 194. What are the key components of a successful online course for community college students? A successful online course for community college students should include clear learning objectives, engaging content, and a structured timeline. Interactive elements, such as discussion forums, quizzes, and multimedia resources, enhance engagement and understanding. Regular communication through announcements, emails, and virtual office hours fosters a sense of community and support. Additionally, incorporating diverse assessment methods, including projects and peer reviews, ensures a comprehensive evaluation of student learning. Providing access to resources, such as tutoring and technical support, is crucial for student success. Ultimately, a well-designed online course promotes active learning and accommodates various learning styles, enhancing the overall educational experience. Question 195. How do you encourage critical thinking and problem-solving skills in your students? Encouraging critical thinking and problem-solving skills involves creating a classroom environment that challenges students to analyze, evaluate, and synthesize information. I employ case studies and real-world scenarios related to course content, prompting students to identify problems and propose solutions. Group discussions and debates foster diverse perspectives, encouraging students to articulate and defend their viewpoints. I also incorporate project-based learning, where students must collaborate to solve complex problems, fostering teamwork and creativity. Providing constructive feedback on their thought processes and solutions helps students refine their critical thinking skills. Ultimately, my goal is to empower students to approach challenges with confidence and ingenuity. Question 196. What strategies would you implement to build rapport with students from diverse backgrounds? Building rapport with students from diverse backgrounds begins with creating an inclusive classroom environment. I start by learning students' names and backgrounds, fostering personal connections. I encourage open dialogue about cultural experiences, promoting respect and understanding among peers. Incorporating diverse perspectives into course materials shows students that their backgrounds are valued. I also adapt my teaching methods to accommodate varying learning styles and preferences, ensuring everyone feels supported. Hosting informal gatherings or virtual meet and greets enhances familiarity and comfort. By demonstrating genuine interest in their experiences and fostering a sense of belonging, I create a positive atmosphere conducive to learning. Question 197. How do you assess the effectiveness of collaborative projects in your courses? Assessing the effectiveness of collaborative projects involves measuring both individual and group performance. I use a combination of peer evaluations, self-assessments, and instructor feedback to gain a comprehensive view. Rubrics outline specific criteria, such as teamwork, communication, and the quality of the final product. Regular check-ins during the project timeline allow me to gauge group dynamics and address any challenges. I also encourage reflection, prompting students to analyze their experiences and the collaboration process. This assessment approach not only evaluates the outcomes, but also emphasizes the development of soft skills, preparing students for teamwork in their future careers. Question 198. Discuss your approach to integrating soft skills training into a technical curriculum. Integrating soft skills training into a technical curriculum is essential for preparing students for the workplace. I incorporate collaborative projects that require teamwork, communication, and problem solving, allowing students to practice these skills in real-world contexts. I emphasize the importance of effective communication through presentations and peer feedback sessions. Additionally, I provide workshops on topics like conflict resolution and time management, promoting personal and professional development. Regular reflection activities encourage students to assess their soft skills and identify areas for improvement. By embedding soft skills training into technical courses, I ensure that students are not only technically proficient, but also equipped to succeed in diverse environments. Question 199. How do you ensure that your teaching remains relevant to industry standards and expectations? Ensuring that my teaching remains relevant to industry standards involves continuous collaboration with industry professionals and staying updated on emerging trends. I engage in networking opportunities, attend conferences, and participate in workshops focused on current practices. Soliciting feedback from alumni working in the field provides valuable insights into the skills and knowledge required for success. I also integrate real-world projects and case studies into the curriculum, aligning coursework with industry needs. By regularly reviewing and updating course materials, I can adapt to changes in technology and methodologies, ensuring that students receive a relevant and comprehensive education that prepares them for their careers. Question 200. How do you approach curriculum development for a diverse student body in a community college setting? Curriculum development requires an understanding of the varied backgrounds and learning styles of students. I begin by conducting surveys to assess student needs and interests, then incorporate inclusive materials that reflect diverse perspectives. Regular feedback loops, such as focus groups and assessments, allow me to adjust the curriculum dynamically. Additionally, I utilize Universal Design for Learning (UDL) principles to create flexible pathways for learning, ensuring all students can engage meaningfully with the content.